you live?
All right, so my name is Rachel. I live in Crystal Lake, and I'm 28.
How long have you been working out here at CrossFit AMRAP?
It'll be 2 years in May, so just under 2 years. Just
And
shy of 2 years.
why did you initially join?
Initially, I joined because Matt and you and Britt were talking about CrossFit all the time. You're talking about paleo. You're talking about your Fran times. And I was curious. I had never heard anything about it until I heard you guys talking about it, and obviously it was working. You guys were seeing amazing results, so I decided to give it a go.
One knock that we've heard many times is that CrossFit makes you bulky, especially women are very afraid of that. Talk a little bit about your experience here, you being pretty small to start out.
Well, I wasn't really concerned when I first started, kind of to be honest, because I didn't know how into it I would get. When I first started, I wasn't sure that I would like it as much as I ended up liking it. So I started coming pretty regularly. I wanted to lean out and maybe get some tone, some muscle definition, because before I started at CrossFit, I was jogging every once in a while, riding my bike. I wasn't really doing anything fitness-wise, so I wanted to lean out a little bit. I wasn't really concerned about getting bulky. Eventually, it kind of got down to where I wanted to see gains in my strength. So that was a little bit more important than, I wasn't really concerned about getting bulky. I was more concerned in making progress, getting stronger, getting faster, PRing, and so I focused on that, and I don't think it's bulked me up in any way. I think I've leaned out, I've definitely gained some muscle mass, and yeah, I don't think bulky has really happened to me or occurred to me. So
What would you say some of your biggest gains or successes have been since joining CrossFit AMRAP?
Definitely strength. Like I said before, I was at CrossFit, I wasn't doing anything really fitness-wise, especially strength-wise. I had never lifted a weight in my life before I came here. So I'm obviously lifting a lot more. I love my body weight. Things have improved. I can do 32 pull-ups in a row, and my push-ups are better. My handstand push-ups are better. But even more so than that, I think socially I've gained from CrossFit AMRAP. It's a great environment in here. I've made a lot of friends in here, a lot of very supportive friends, a lot of friends that are kind of on the same page as I am, and we share the same goals and the same enjoyment of CrossFit. So I think that that's been a huge gain in my life.
You also mentioned strength gains.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you ladies competed in a strongman competition against a lot of people a lot bigger than us.
Yeah.
Elaborate a little bit on that experience.
So about 3 weeks ago, there's a team of 5 other girls and myself, and we did a strongman competition in Crystal Lake. That was kind of, we had our team, and there was a couple high school athletic teams. There were some older ladies there as well. And it was cool to see people from different types of gyms, different backgrounds, not necessarily just CrossFitters, kind of come together and kind of show off what they got. We were, I think, the smallest team probably out of everybody, but we kicked butt and we took first place. So it was cool to see, like I said, people from different backgrounds come together and kind of CrossFit trump them all.
Coming from someone who's never lifted weights.
Yeah, never lifted weight
2 years
in
ago.
my life. Yeah.
That's great. Finally, any thoughts? What would you say to someone who was on the fence in joining CrossFit AMRAP? What would you say to them?
I would say give it a go. I mean, between the coaches here, the atmosphere here, the camaraderie here, there's really nothing that you have to lose. Another thing I would say is when you come into here, it is intimidating for a lot of people to see people come in here and see people throwing around a lot of weight and kicking a lot of butt, to come in here and give it a shot. But you kind of have to come in here with an open mind, and you have to realize that everybody's goals are different. Everybody kind of starts off at a different point, and as long as you kind of measure your progress against yourself and not necessarily compare yourself to other people, I think that there's no way that you can't be successful in this environment.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.